Well, we're here today, and I thought I'd do a little tinkering. I just was on the phone with Dan, and some of you guys know that I made some uh, flat plate landing gear. Well, they didn't work out too well because I used the wrong resin. I didn't know what I know now. Well, I now have the right resins, and the flat plate landing gear isn't the most aesthetic. Now, I had two types. I had the profile flat plate, where this went up and over, you cut it in half and you bolt this to the side of the fuselage. And then I had the full body flat plate gear, and I made a few and I sold a few, but they weren't really right. The landing gear got soft in the heat. Well, now I have the HR250 resins, and we're going to put them in a hot box so that they'll cure. But I want a different style of landing gear. So, I don't want to use this. This is too good wood. Here, I need a piece of 3/8. I'm going to turn this piece of 3/8 balsa into landing gear. And you say, well, how the hell would you do that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Let's see here. We're going to need a piece of 3-inch. Let me get 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Hey, Tony. Actually, no, let's just make it 3. This will be the part that goes to the body. Need a square. I need a saw. What happened to my good saw? There it is. Now I need some legs. Used approximately that long. And we'll need some ends on this. So it looks like it's 1 inch. You can always make it longer, I guess. 1 1/4. Make it 1.5 inches, then I can cut the bottom off. Okay. All right, this is our landing gear. I have not got to fly the Viper profile yet. So I think that this should be 1.5 inches. So we're going to cut all these to 1.5 inches. And then we're going to lock it up. Actually, let's cut it 1.25 inches. That way it pulls right along this ruler. And everything will be the same. Except yeah, that should be good. You wonder, what the hell is he doing? Good afternoon, Terry. I haven't been on in the last few days because I don't know what to show you guys. These are the legs. This is the body across. Of course, we'll take some of this off too. That's the body across, and these are the two down. We're going to turn this. We're going to turn this wood. This is just the plug that I'm making now. We're going to turn this wood into a carbon gear, and probably be a 3 or 4 part series on how to do this. First thing I need to do is get my disc sander set up here. Very clean. Let's see, what's half the distance of this? I have an inclinometer. It's not going to go. It's not going to go that far. Yeah, it's not going to drop down that far. I can see that coming. Well, maybe that'd be half of this 45. Pretty close. Yep, that did drop down. So we need half that distance. Let me see if I can find my magnetic inclinometer, which I haven't seen in a while. It should be one of these boxes. Yep. Okay, so it does work. Of course, it's not magnetic, it's aluminum or tin or something. Shit. Ones that don't work very good. Okay, let's go 0. 0. Okay. 0. The square. There we go. 0. Okay, that's 0. Gee, took me a while to figure that out. Okay. Now we want to go all the way down and half it. Is that right? Yep. All the way down. Because that's where this is. Yep. And this is 46. So it's going to be half of 45. 37 and 50. That ain't right. Half of 45. You can't even think. 27.50. Just check here. 45 divided by 2, 22.50. We need 22.5 degrees. This thing's junk. Does not want to move. There we go. 22.5 right there. Move 20. 22.7, that's close enough. We ain't building a watch. Okay, get these pieces cut and see what happens. Sanded. All right, here we go. Should work. I guess I might as well do the. I'm not sure about the ends. We could do the ends a different way. I guess this thing shuts itself off. I hope. Exactly correct. So. So. Yeah. This will take an afternoon to make this plug here. Straight that way. Nice landing gear. Make sure this is level. Doesn't matter anyway. It's a get. Now I got to figure out how to get those ends on. How to get them ends. Yeah. Crap. Yep, that's how I'm gonna do it right there. This on the edge. There. Back to the sander. Back to the sander. This is the best tool in the shop. I like sand. So go that way. Gonna have to figure out how to make them move a little easier. Now, whatever I make this is exactly what the landing gear is going to look like. So this looks pretty good. Now we'll go over, there's the gear so far. Now we'll go over to my favorite tool again and kind of square things up. It doesn't much matter though. We're gonna whittle them down pretty good. It'll be fine. Better do this by hand. Okay, let's draw up the pattern. This will be the front. front right here. Let me get the lot. Where the hell did I do the good lot? Oh, there it is. This will be the front. These are going to be airfoil. Okay, so there's the front. We want to have, I would say, approximately 5/8 of an inch at the front. And we'll make it 3/4. 3/4, and then we can always sand it down. 3/4. Now, I could have cut these pieces to the right shape to start with, but I wanted to make sure that it was going to fit, evenly all the way. So this is 3/4 here, I know for sure. This ear will be 3/4, and we can always whittle that down. That looks about right. You guys got the idea of what I'm doing here yet? Probably not. We're going to whittle this baby to shape, fiberglass it, and cast it. Making a double compression mold. There we go. It's entirely different than I did it the last time. We are modelers. You're supposed to be able to do anything. Now the ends will be round, but I'm not going to do that until it's in I'm molding it itself. There's no need to do that here because the clamp goes on the end. Okay, what I say was 3/4, which is right here. Three-quarter. Goes right to there. Other way, let's see. I gotta make sure I cut this on the right side. This is the leading edge. Almost did it wrong. 3/4. Cutting off this edge here. I only want to do this once. I don't want to do it a bunch of times. There it is. Now, obviously, the landing gear is not going to be that thick, but if I were to mold it right now, it would be that thick. So we don't want that. We're going to shape it. And the nice thing about doing this is that we can get a compound, it can be, we'll say we'll make it 3/16 of an inch at the body, and then going out here, and it can taper from here down to nothing. Plus it'll be tapering this way, plus it'll have an airfoil on it. At least that's my thought. How good that works out. The shape's right. And it wouldn't take much to get the shape right. Now the fun stuff. No. I need a pen. For a center. Probably over on Steve's bench. I got a pencil over here. Pencil. I don't want a pencil. I want a pen. Pen. Here's a pen. Okay. Now the leading edge is this one right here. I think we can take most of that material away. You really want to know the truth? It's way too thick. Way too thick. I guess I can do it on the outside. So let's cut this back. Make sure that we keep it on the face side. This gear goes down this way, forward. Right? Yes, that is key rect. So we want to take this gear down to there. We got too much. You probably could build this out of plywood. Would probably work as a finished product. If you could probably make a plywood landing gear like this, if you laminated it. Now, do I want it that wide? If I took it down, yeah, it'd be all right. Okay, let's run the disc sander again. My clay won't be here till tomorrow, so I can't mold this today, but we'll get it made and finished, painted. Okay. Now it's going to be a bunch of hand sand. The leading edge, so we want to airfoil this. Got a couple of goobers in there I need to get out somehow. I might have to wait till I fiberglass it before attacking those, so it's all hard. Let's see here. Let's see. This is the leading edge. That's the trailing edge. Okay, let's airfoil it up. Okay, here we go. With all this hand sand and shit. Oh. We got 50 minutes in, so in 50 minutes I basically got it roughed in. Now it's just finished sanding. And then we're going to glass it. I think these need to be thinner here. We'll just do that by hand. I don't want to put on that disc sander and chance of ruining this because it's pretty close. Okay, now we need an airfoil back this way. And it's going to start way up here. Need a block. Need a block for that. And then we'll leave it. We'll leave it probably the 16th. Let's see, this is the front, this is the back. CA is some hard shit. Now, when I get this glassed up and painted, it'll look just like a finished product. But it won't be. It's just a plug, the original. Oh, if I like it yet or not. I need to knock this down. So. Dan, if you're watching, Dan does it a different way. He makes a carbon one and makes it hard to sand. I just make a wood one and make it easy to sand to shape. He told me that it's better to get the properties right. Well, I know what they should look like and about how much material it takes. So if this looks like a landing gear, it'll be a landing gear. I like doing shit the easy way. Let's round the ends on this. See. You guys get the drift. I mean, it started out a big old lunkin' piece of lumber. And now we're just about whittled down to where it needs to be on this side anyway. Of course, on these inside bends, what I'll do is when I put the Z-Epoxy on it, which I'm going to do here before we end this stream, I'll Z-Epoxy this. And after the Z-Epoxy dries, I'll put in some Superfill in these corners. So it's a nice smooth transition. Gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Well, this is going to be a two-part mold, a compression mold. So I got to have this plug so that I can make the top and bottom. And that side looks pretty good. Now just work on the other side. So see that we have a variance. Just fan that out. Yeah, let's sand the back side first. Let's get a straight line on from this side. That's it. And this will take a couple settings to make this plug right, but we'll get it. Of this I have no doubt. Here again, here's that hard shit. Let me get a good bit instead of trying to grind it with that. Ah, shit. And do it with this. Get that CA out of there. That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good. I think we'll glass it, right? The first go around, we'll glass it. And then add the resin. There's the shit thing right there. Right there. Let's see, it's thinner. And take it on the dip sander and sand that thinner. Give me a break. Give me a second here. I'm not gonna move the camera. I'm just gonna knock that down. That's more better. That's more like it. Now finish sand it, then we'll resin it, glass it. Sand it out a little more here. Now, nobody can say I copied their gear because you saw it here live, me making the mold, me making the buck or the plug. Wish I wouldn't care anyway. I know what I did. That's a pretty good looking gear. I think we need to maybe flatten that a little bit. I want these to be less than an ounce finished, you know, carbon. Okay, let's measure it up and see how it works. Let's see here. Calipers. The hell, why are these stuck? I didn't drop them. They seem to be stuck. Well, I think I'm gonna have to send these back to Starrett. There's no glue on them. What the hell? I've had these things 25 years. It ain't the first time this happened. Little boulder right there. They feel locked up. What the hell? Well, I guess I can do this. I'll see what happens. There it is. Hell. Little piece of wood in there. I don't have to send them back now. 220. So this side's thinner than this side. Keep sanding. Didn't take much. You know, if a guy had a CNC machine, he could CNC these things up. But just like my whole life, I've never had the money for that kind of stuff, so I had to do everything by hand. By eye, by hand. You get fairly good at it. Okay, I've sanded these two thicknesses right here by eye. Let's check it. Then we'll finish sanding them up. These two thicknesses, this is 155 thousandths on that side, and on this side, 160 thousandths. So, need a couple more swipes. $157,000. That's close enough. So let's see here. This is forward. This is back. This needs to go. This is wrong. Here, we need to bend this out a little bit. This side here is 210 thousandths. Oh, they're both the same thickness, 210, but why does that look different? I know why. I didn't carry it back. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Yep, the loss of craftsmanship is pitiful. 175. we got 150 there and 175. It needs sanded just 25,000 more on this. $160, a little more, little more. Let's measure here. Thickness of this one is 1 and 142 thousandths. 1 and 160. 160. So we're a little wider there. $140. $140. Hey, eyeball's pretty straight. Here's a tip. You got a line right here where it's glued together. If you see that this line, you know that it's supposed to be at a 90, and you see this line off like this, you need to keep sanding that area till it comes back to straight. Well, I think that's pretty close. Let's do a few more checks and see where we're at. And then we'll sand it with 320 and epoxy it up. Yeah, you're right, Terry. I don't need to put glass on it. Just epoxy it up. A couple coats of epoxy, make it beautiful. So that's here. This line needs to come back here. These will be molded carbon toe. I left these legs long, so I'm going to sell a few of them. If you decide you want to buy, you just cut that leg off, put your axle anywhere you want. Let's see how close we are. And thick this here. 210 thousandths there. 213 thousandths there. That's pretty close. Pretty close. I think it's close enough to move down in sand or move up in sandpaper. 320. It came out right. Yeah, we might do something like that. Plus shipping. I think you guys have to pay for the shipping. I don't have any money. I'm poor. I'm on a fixed income. It's fixed so fixed. Ain't got no money. Gonna have to go back to work just to support this shit. Okay, let's 320 it up. Then Z-Epoxy. Z-Epoxy will soak into the wood. Gonna get 2 or 3 coats of Z-Epoxy on this. And I still have to paint this as well. Paint and wax it. It has to look like a finished part. All else I won't be able to get it to release. Of course, I got PVA, but maybe this will be fine. How many times you guys known it not to be fine with me? It'll be fine. I guess I'll order that another gallon of that shit next week. Hopefully I'll sell something. Okay, there is the shape of the gear. What do you think? They need something else? They need to be thinner, you think? Maybe half of that? I think these will be good, but we can always do a second one if it's too stiff. Cut it in half. Spindly it up. Yeah. Okay, now let's do some Z-epoxy. Is this the cures in 3 hours? So we can do 2 coats today. This cures in 3 hours. We need a cup. You know, I just looked at this. Here's a gear that I made a while back. It's not airfoiled. It's a lot shorter, smaller, and it's not as pretty. It's just this is just a flat gear. But Jesus strong. This here is a 60 size gear. Yeah, Frank was cool. I got none left in there. Get in there. Ain't got enough for the job. But we got another one here. Pretty close, pretty close. Pretty close. We'll be all right. Ten times more than I need, probably. This will get at least 2 coats and maybe 3 coats of this resin sanded in between to make it perfect. Then it'll get painted, polished, and waxed. Then we'll get the casting resin. I got the clay coming tomorrow. I'll clay it up. We'll build a dam and clay it up. It'll be a 3 or 4 day project. Day to make the mold, a day to make the inside, and then turn it over and make the outside. Yep, made way more than I need. Probably should wipe it all off. Nah, we'll leave it on and sand it off. We don't care what this piece weighs. Yep, we made way more than we need. It's all right. I'd rather have too much than not enough. How am I going to do this? I'm going to get my fingers floppy, is what's going to happen. We got a fix for that. Maybe. Maybe. This blade is dull. Dull, dull, dull. maybe it'd be better to sit it on its edge. Like so. I didn't make the piece big enough to do that. Okay. No problem. Well, that's going to wrap it up. We got to wait for this to dry now, and I got to sand this smooth and get another coat on it. You dog. I got too much there. No working room. Get back there. Got to take that outside. What I need is an overhead plug. Put a wire holder on the bottom. What does that mean? Wire holder. What kind of wire holder? I guess I could prop it up on a piece of wire. Doesn't much matter because, like I say, this is just the first coat. It'll get several. It will get several. It'll peel right off that Mylar. That's the problem. Yes. All right, hour and 45 minutes to make a plug. Doesn't take weeks, doesn't take months. It takes an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, where though? I have no clue what you're talking about. It'll be fine as is. I don't think you see. I still don't know what you mean. It'll be fine like that. It'll peel right off of this, and then I got to sand it up anyway. All right, that's going to do it. Please like, subscribe, and share. But the thing that helps most is the comments. If you leave a comment after the video's over, that even helps more than the chat. The super chats help and the comments help. And Google just sent me a, I don't know, congratulatory letter that my channel's being hit on Google now, so that's good. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So I'll be back 5 o'clock. We should get another code on it. I'll stay on for a few minutes. This is Charles's night. He'll have his crew of the known suspects. Yes, I read the comments, but I don't know what you mean. So, bottom of the gear. Which bottom? This bottom, that bottom, top, you know. And it doesn't matter, Terry, because it's going to be fine. If this is on Mylar, it'll peel right off. I'll sand it, and it'll be fine. I mean, I appreciate the thought, but I don't understand. I'm not going to drill any holes in it. I mean, I could probably hang it with a piece of this wire, and this wire might get embedded in there. But like I say, it doesn't much matter because it's on Mylar. I guess that'll work. I only have one place to hang it. It's in the other room. Okay, it's hung up in the other room. I hope that's what you meant. I don't know. No, I'm not going to drill a hole. I got it hung up by one of the legs. It'll come off. Maybe on the next go around we could drill a hole. I have to think about it. I guess I could clay it in. I just ordered me a brick of, what the hell's the name of that shit? Let's see here. This brick of clay is by orders, arriving tomorrow. Shit, can't read that far away. Chavant Roma Plastina modeling material, gray green. Hey, I want to tell you something about that. It'll be fine. About that 862, the Epon. Makes your eyelashes fall out. I must have got some on my on my eye somehow, and on my left eye, and my eyelashes fell out. Hopefully they grow back. Gray green, it says. It's the sulfur. It's the right stuff. Danny walked me through it. Renaissance Chavant Roma Plastina Molding Material Gray. It has sulfur in it. It's not the non-sulfur. He said that works better. We shall see. Alrighty, I'm going to take a break, go to lunch, go to the post office. If you're watching Mike Wada, your box will go out today. This is for you in Hawaii. The reason why I haven't been on is we had a little thing go on. Yeah, no problem. We had a little problem go on here middle of the night this week. We had a motorcycle dropped off in the backyard. The cops came, they towed it away or whatever, but my sleep pattern has gotten all screwed up from staying awake at night. That's why I haven't been on in the last 2 days. All right, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you after a bit. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.